Hey guys, it's Brandon, creator of Happily Dressed, a fashion blog dedicated to self-acceptance, self-confidence, and self-sufficiency, and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought it'd be fun to do more of like a sit-down, talk to you guys video as I go over my unfinished projects. I haven't posted a video in a while, but that's because I've started a lot of projects and just have not finished them. Or, like this one, I started a project, finished it, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So if you follow me on Instagram, and if you're not, you should, at Happily Dressed, you would know I just did this Sherpa bucket hat, but it's like too big. Like, I mean, honestly, it looks kind of cool in the camera right now. But like the brim is just so big. That's not what I was going for. I had to like bring this in some. I still need to like probably, this seam right here, I need to like bring it in some more too. So it sits upright, but it's lined on the inside, which is exciting. But yeah, like this was really fun. But it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to. Would I still wear it in the winter? Probably, because you just wear goofy stuff to stay warm anyway. So I will wear this one. But yeah, so I guess that's project number one. Technically, not really, because it is finished, but I'm not gonna wear it. Slash, I have to like go and make some alterations, but I'm too lazy. So the next unfinished project would actually be what I'm wearing currently. This is this amazing green fleece that I got from Joann Fabrics, but originally I made it to be like a sweatshirt that's gonna have like buttons here, and then like some rib knit here. So what's unfinished is the fact that it's not closed currently. I still have it open here on the side, and then it's not hemmed up here on the sleeves because I want to add some ribbing on the sleeves, and then like the neck is technically finished, but I wanted to add buttons and buttonholes here. So what actually inspired this was an image that I saw on Instagram of, is her name Zoe? Okay, no it's not. But anyway, I'm showing you the screenshot. That was the original plan, and I was gonna have like the pocket too. I thought the pocket would be a little too extra. And honestly, like I used the hoodie pattern that I featured actually in my last video. So it's not drop shoulder like hers is, but I think I went a little overboard on the width of the placket. Like it should be a little bit skinnier, like maybe like a half an inch skinnier, and it should go down more. I already thought this would be low enough, but it's not exactly what I wanted it to be, so I haven't had the motivation to finish it. I feel like we all have unfinished projects, so I'm really happy to be filming this video, so that way we can like relieve each other's like anxiety about having it unfinished, knowing that other people who sew or just make any kind of crafts will have unfinished projects while they're making new projects. So the next one on the list is actually these pants, which I'm still really excited about, but for some reason just haven't finished. This is a floral fabric that I found at this fabric store called Fabric World. They were having a really big sale to where you can get like rolls of fabric, like big old rolls. Like sometimes you see them in the back of my videos for $10 for like 8 to 9 yards of a fabric. And it was buy two, get three free. And so I bought like 2 upholstery type fabrics that I wanted to make things out of. And then I bought this material, which I think is really cool. It feels like a cotton polyester blend maybe, or cotton linen blend, linen polyester, who knows. It's stiffer than normal, but it's still very soft. But I love the print on this. I just thought it was so cool. I love this like darker sage green. It's wrinkly now because it's just been sitting on my chair. But these are really neat. They fit well. I have to just make a waistband for them and hem the bottom. I didn't put any side pockets in them because for some reason my side pockets haven't been turning out the way they need to. Like they'll be bulgy. I'm not used to that happening. So I have to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, there's also 2 welt pockets in the back, which are really nice. So yeah, these need to get done. I don't know why they haven't. I put 2 pleats in the front too, which I thought was fun. Or 1 pleat on each side, which I thought was fun. Maybe it's just not fall enough around me for me to want to complete these, because I want to do this with, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror. I want to do these like with like a matching blazer, because I got a blazer pattern as well from Joann's. They're having a really big pattern sale, so I like scooped up a bunch, but I want to have like these pleated trousers like with a blazer and the matching fabric. So eventually that'll get done when I like need to like show out on a fall day. But when will that day be? I have no idea. Okay, we're kind of winding down. The next 2 projects are actually the same, but I just stopped because I ran out of material or like notions. So this one is this button up from a fabric that I got from Joann's as well. But I thought it was so neat. For some reason I thought it'd make a really cool button up, like paired with some black cargos and a black like bucket hat similar to like the floral one that I made with the strings, and like some chunkier shoes. Like I thought that would just be a really cool like street style print to wear. I haven't finished it, one, because I don't have any buttons for it right now, and then I also need to hem the sleeves and then hem the bottom of the garment. But yeah, that button-up pattern that I have, I don't know if I made a YouTube video. I didn't, but I recently made a button-up with a new button-up pattern. That was really fun. I'll insert a picture. I made it from a shower curtain, believe it or not, that I found at Goodwill. But yeah, I used a pattern that I got from Joann's, and it really worked well. And I was like, damn, this was amazing. I want to do this again. So I did this, but before I did this, I used one of those upholstery fabrics to try out the button up, like just for like a shoot purpose. Like if you follow my Instagram, you know that I will do like some like editorial type shoots with clothing. So like not always make clothing that is wearable, but just like fun to look at. So I thought this could be one of those pieces, and I was gonna do this with like a matching pair of pants. But if I'm being honest, no. Like this fabric probably would work well for a cool decorative pillow, and that's it. Like I don't know what I was thinking. When I got it, I was like, oh, this would be so neat as a pair of pants and a jacket. Maybe it actually would still be cool as like some kind of jacket. But right now I'm just like not feeling it and not feeling inspired by it. So this one will probably never get done. But this one will get done eventually. I just need to get some buttons, hem the sleeves and hem the bottom, and then I'd be done. But I love the way you put the collar on this, because it's like so easy. The last button-up video that I have, or like the only button-up video I have on here, that collar was really tricky. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. This one, piece of cake. So I really enjoy that. Let me show you the pattern. So it's the Simplicity 9279 pattern. But that's the one I use. It's more of a boxy fit too, which I really enjoy. Alright, so my last unfinished item. It was not tough to make in the sense of construction, but the material I chose to use was really tough, and I think that's what stopped me from finishing, because I'm literally buttons away from being done. Like everything else is finished, but buttons, yeah, even the hem is done, but the material is just so tricky, and also it can get linty very easily. But no more suspense. I made this amazing jacket out of this wool fabric that I found at Goodwill a while ago. But I got the pattern and was like, oh, I need to use that wool. Like this would be such a cool jacket. I had this patch that says like Harley Davidson that I added on there. I love the inside. Like there is a yoke that I used a different material to do it. It's like this plaid that I got from a drape that I thrifted. But it has a cool pleated back that you can see right there. But actually this jacket is so cool. I used wooden buttons for all the pockets, and I want to use wooden buttons for the cuffs as well, because I did that. Like those are done as well, but it just needs a button and a buttonhole to be able to close. And then buttons down the front, but I actually might not even do buttons down the front, just because I think the wooden ones on the front pocket plus the wooden ones on the sleeve, once I put them on there, will be enough. The collar was really easy to do because of the back yoke as well. So this was really fun. Let me see if I can put it on. So like this was so fun to make and do. It's just that this material is like pretty tough when it comes to making it do what you need to, and then also it gets really thick in the sewing machine. So I think I broke a needle making this, and if I didn't break one, I bent one really badly to the point to where I just had to get a new needle. But once I had the wooden buttons here, I think we'll be good. Like I don't always have to close it, but I do want to try this pattern on a more easy to use material than wool. I just haven't found exactly what I want to do, and like maybe there's some stuff over here that I think would be really cool, but I can't get out. I've been using so many store-bought patterns that I feel like I've been neglecting my pattern making skills that I've acquired over the last 2 years by not using store-bought patterns. So I feel like I'm in this tug of war now on the reason why I haven't finished most of these is because they are store-bought pattern, and I really want the pride of being like, oh no, I like constructed this from like my own measurements and dimensions, etc. Like I drew the pattern myself, instead of being like, oh, you can go find this pattern here. But I will say that coat pattern is, well, this was a display one, so it's R1122-8, but it might have another name, but you can probably still Google that and find it. But it was this coat pattern. So it comes in like 3 different lengths. So C is the shortest, that's the one I did. So C was the length I chose, B is a little longer, and then A, excuse me, is the longest one, and that's what she's wearing. I just thought that it was really cool. I thought it'd be a great fall piece to make, and it was really easy to follow. Like I literally had maybe 65% of the jacket done on day 1. And that was also with cutting out the pattern from here and then cutting out the pattern in the material. And I still got like 65% of the jacket done. But yeah, I want to get back to like drafting my own stuff. I feel like I just felt like 100% a part of the process, and like that's kind of my thing when it comes to sewing, is that I want to be as in it as I can be. And though patterns are so much easier than drafting things out yourself, like the notches are really helpful with lining things up so you're never like over or under your seam allowance and things like that. But I do miss it. I miss the challenge. I miss working through the challenges, perfecting a pattern and getting to like just keep doing it and knowing that, wow, I made this from straight off the dome, no help. But anyway, 2 of these projects actually were self-drafted. So this was self-drafted, that's probably why it's so big. And then the pants are using my pant pattern, which I'm still trying to perfect, because I know I said I'm gonna get that video out for you guys, but for some reason, I don't know why my pockets are bulging like that, and I don't wanna give you guys any like wrong advice. So that's it for my unfinished projects. Thanks for coming along this therapeutic journey for me and being very honest with the fact that there are several projects that I do not have done and several projects I still want to start. Let me know what your unfinished projects are. I'd love to be in the know and like relieve any anxiety or pressure you may have to finish your stuff. That's all I have for you today. I will catch you all in my next video. See you guys later.